So Pastor David Taylor has been arrested, along with another religious leader, Michelle Brannon. Now, they have been arrested on forced labor and money laundering charges. They were arrested yesterday, which was Wednesday, on these charges. David Taylor is 53 and Michelle Brannon is 56, and they are both associated with the Kingdom of God Global Church. Michelle Brannon, she was arrested in Durham. Oh boy, he was arrested in Florida. So they're saying that they concocted this scheme in 2018 and ran it to July of 2025. They said that Pastor David Taylor referred to himself as an apostle and Jesus' best friend. They said that Pastor David Taylor used his donations to fund his extravagant lifestyle. And if you look right up there, you see cars. And in the video, the news clips, you can see multiple cars lined up with red bows on them. Pastor David Taylor, his demands working for him were that you provide food for him, that you take care of his houses. And the kicker to it is that women that were transported to him, they were to be provided contraceptives. Now Michelle Brannon is set to appear in federal courts today, which is Thursday. Federal investigators said that Michelle Brannon, alongside David Taylor, led the Kingdom of God Global Church, and they forced their workers to be their personal servants. And the house that he was in, Pastor David Taylor, it wasn't no itty-bitty house. It was said to be 10 bedrooms and about 10 bathrooms. And neighbors were saying, how can a pastor afford to pay for a house like that? Well, he was running a $50 million money laundering scheme. Now, before it became the Kingdom of God Global Church, it was known as Joshua Ministries Media International. The 10-count indictment alleges that David Taylor and Michelle Brannon ran call centers in Florida, in Texas, in Missouri, and Michigan to solicit donations. They convinced their workers to work for them as personal servants, calling them armor bearers. And they reportedly did this for long hours without pay. Some of the workers slept at call centers or something called a ministry house where they couldn't leave without permission. David Taylor forced his victims to transport women to him, and they had to be supplied, these women, with Plan B contraceptives. According to the Department of Justice, the call centers received $50 million in donations dating back to 2014. Taylor and Brannon were accused of using the money to buy luxury properties, luxury vehicles, sporting equipment such as boats, jet skis, ATVs. This is where it gets even crazier. They forced their workers to apply for government assistance and food stamps. They were told to lie and say that they are homeless. Then when they were approved for the assistance, they would require that the money be turned over to them. Now, these alleged crimes carry a maximum of 20 years in federal prison. I literally have no words for this. What do y'all think about Michelle Brannon and David Taylor? And I get it, they did this, but not all pastors are out here doing this. One of my favorite pastors is Pastor Darius Daniels of Change Church, and I have a lot of respect for Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell of 2819 Church. So don't go grouping all the bad apples with the good ones, and don't allow what they were doing to influence your walk with God. Drop your thoughts in the comments.